Everybody, anime, what if here? Wait, what if anime? Sorry, I always mess that up. But okay, so I will be continuing the Man Bat series. That'll come out on a later date. Part two will come out. I just want to do this because I've been just thinking about it all day. Now, this is what if Izuku Midoriya was in the zombie apocalypse? Was in a zombie apocalypse, basically. Now, where we're gonna start off is, okay. Clarify. None of this stuff is mine. The copyright holders can. All this belongs to the original creators. All this art isn't mine. All that jazz. Disclaimer that. Now, also just for the freaking algorithm thing or something, my channel is for 13 PG, not PG-13. It's 13 and up. Okay, so now let's get to the story. Izuku is born quirkless as usual. Okay, the zombies won't be able to use their quirks, and I will be throwing in a couple like zombies here and there from like different games, like all that jazz. Now, let's get to the where the start of the anime is. Now, oh, sorry, had a yawn. Sorry. Now, where we're gonna start off is the last day of school. Now, Bakugo is a nice dude in this. He's like, I mean, Izuku still gets bullied, but he doesn't really care about it. Izuku is a smart dude. He's like really smart in this one. And there's sorry. There's also another person at a Midoriya's friend group. It's Bakugo, him, and a girl who got to their school at the end of the year named Ochako Uraraka. Yes, I put Uraraka in this, and she became fast friends with Bakugo and Midoriya. I'm sorry. I'm just laughing at this freaking. I almost said Kirishima. That's Todoroki. I just like that. That's actually really funny. This is shit for shit. I got it. I don't know. But no. Now, I keep messing up. Now, Midoriya does go to, Bakugo and Uraraka and another person are going to go hang out at the arcade. And they invite Deku. Deku says, no, I'm just going to go home and try to just relax as much as I can. So, he walks off. He goes underneath the bridge until he finds a man he hears something behind him, and he just sees a man just shumbling, like walking weird. And Midoriya walks up to the man and says, "Sir, are you okay?" And then Midoriya touches the man's shoulder, and the man turns around and lunges at Deku, and he's on top of Deku, and Deku's trying to hold him back. And then All Might jumps down really fast, faster than he did in canon with the Sledge villain. And he goes, "Never fear, for I am here." And then he sees this man attacking a 15-year-old. So he just takes the man off and throws him to the side. And he helps Midoriya up, saying, Young one, are you okay?" And Deku is a serious person in this one. He's still a fanboy, but he's not that much of a fanboy. He goes, "All Might? Yeah, I'm fine. What about him? He just tried to attack me." And then Midoriya looks at him closer and sees that his eyes are glazed over. He doesn't seem alive. And he puts the puzzle together saying, "Zombie." And All Might goes, "Ha ha, this is just a mere person this is just a mere person gone cuckoo. I'll take him to the police and everything will be fine." As he says this, All Might gets bit in his bad side, and I know I shouldn't be doing this, but I have to because it's gonna move Midoriya forward and become a complete bad A. And then Midoriya grabs his backpack and just slams his book bag onto the zombie's head, and he let goes of All Might, and his head hits the ground along with some heavy books in Midoriya's bag, cracks his skull, and a piece of the brain goes into his skull. I know I'm doing this like really fast. Then Midoriya realizes if there's zombies, if it was a zombie, All Might got bit. And All Might goes, ha ha ha, nothing much, boy. Nothing else going. It's just a nest scratch. Crap. And then All Might deflates. And all that explanation about him having the scar. And Midoriya offers him to come relax at his house while he is healing up. And so they both go to Midoriya's house. Inko is there, surprised to see this man. Midoriya helping this man to the house and all that. And they treat him because All Might can't go to the hospital. I'm just going to say he can't. And they're all just sitting in the living room. They're all just talking, and then night comes. But during the night, before they go to bed, All Might is walking around the house looking at pictures and all that, seeing pictures of Midoriya's father, and he's just looking all confused and everything. And then he hears rustling coming from the garage, and he walks in saying, young Midoriya, are you in here? As he sees Midoriya working on a motorcycle. And Deku goes, crap. As he keeps messing up on trying to put he's trying to put a little more touches ups on his dad's motorcycle for him. And he goes, and having bike trouble? And Midoriya goes, yeah, this is my dad's bike. Oh, dang it. Sorry. Sorry about that. That was weird. My voice thing went on. Hey, maybe lad. Okay, I'm just gonna do that for right now. Okay, so back to the story. Now, I think my mom's cleaning or something. Now, Midoriya, All Might knows. I'm gonna say All Might knows a little bit about motorcycles. Not a whole lot, but enough to help Midoriya with what he's doing right now. And so they spent all night doing that. And All Might sleeps on the couch. Midoriya goes to his room. Inko goes to her room. Next morning, Midoriya goes into the living room, seeing that All Might is gone. And so Deku sits on the couch and he's trying to block out the zombie incident. He blocked out the zombie thing because he just remembered, maybe it's a part of that guy's quirk. That guy probably has like a zombie quirk or something, so he doesn't realize it. And so what happens is he turns on the TV and then he hears a newscaster say, if anybody is hearing this, stay inside and stay away from anybody who has been bitten or scratched by these creatures. These things are zombies. There's a zombie outbreak. Get to either UA or the USJ. You'll be safe there. As the doors bust open into the newsroom and a whole bunch of zombies swarm in. As they knock over the camera, Midoriya sees the news operator, that's what they're called, news operator get bitten and eaten alive. Now, then he remembers All Might being bit, so he looks around for All Might and finds that he's in his mom's room, and he walks in seeing All Might eating his mom alive. Then All Might rushes towards Deku and bites him in the arm. And Deku is shocked by this, and he has to kill his mentor. Well, not his mentor, his idol. And so he backs up enough, he breaks away from All Might's bite and grabs a pair of scissors and stabs it into All Might's head. Yeah, Midoriya just killed All Might. Hey! Now, wait, hold on a second. Okay, sorry. Now, Midoriya, he gets saddened by this because then he realizes he has to destroy the brain to, and then he has to do it to, he remembers to destroy the brain and all that. But then he realizes he has to kill it, he has to stab his mom in the head. Then Midoriya goes to hit his dad's side of the bed and pulls out a python revolver, like Rick's. And so he looks away and he walks over to his mom's corpse, turns away, and then shoots the gun. Then, geez, who just slammed that? I think Mom did. Now, so what happens is Midoriya packs his bags and all that, and he gets on his motorcycle, and he goes to the garage, gets the keys, put it into everything, and then he just worried about Uraraka and Bakugo. He says to himself, I will find them. I'm not going to let anybody else die. And then he just basically gets on his motorcycle, opens the garage up, and drives off. Now, as he's heading towards UA to see if Uraraka and Bakugo got there, he hears a scream from the side of a building where he sees Uraraka, but she's trapped by at least like 3 or 4 zombies. And she can't do anything about it because she has no weapons. Bakugo is currently occupied by another bunch of zombies. Well, he doesn't want to use his quirk because he doesn't want to draw more. So he's beating them with a crowbar. And he realizes he may have made a mistake and Uraraka is about to die until they hear the beautiful hum of a motorcycle. It's a chopper, by the way. And so Midoriya drives in and hits 2 of the... Well, he doesn't hit them. He just parks the bike and gets off it and says, I'm glad I saw you 2 before you guys made an idiot mistake. And the zombies turn towards Midoriya, and Midoriya pulls out something out of his backpack. He pulls out a wooden baseball bat with barbed wire, and he says, Lucille, you hungry? And all the zombies rush toward Midoriya, and Deku just hits them in the head. He hits one in the head, then he pulls out his revolver, shooting 2, and then holstering it, and then hits the last one. And he hits the zombie to its knees, and he goes, now. And then he just, as the zombie's just like dazed a little bit, he looks over and he asks how'd you guys get this? What's going on and everything? Uraraka and Bakugo explain that Uraraka's parents are dead, his parents are dead, and Deku even just says, my mom's dead too. So is All Might. And Bakugo and Uraraka go, how do you know that? He got bit. And Deku is wearing a long sleeve shirt so they don't see the bite mark. But Bakugo says, so what happened? He goes, I had to kill All Might. And All Might, and then then Bakugo goes, I'm sorry, man. They both give him a hug, and then Deku pushes them off and says, now, back to it, as he hits the zombie in the head, and it crushes the brain. And sad thing is, and so Midoriya just grabs his bike and just walks with them for a little bit until they get to the doors. They turn the corner to UA and sees a whole bunch of zombies in there. And so Bakugo, Uraraka, and Deku are like, USJ then? And they go, yep. And then Deku says, I'm not leaving my bike. And they go, okay, well, we're going to have to find some wheels for us. As Deku says, well, I know someplace. As he goes, he goes to I forget what it was called, a garage, Okay, there we go. Sorry. Now, they're looking around, and then, uh, then they go to a garage where they're looking around at all these cars that were just fixed, and Bakugo gets excited because he finds I can't believe I'm gonna do this, but it's gonna be funny. He finds okay. I'll let you decide what car he picks. He either picks a bright red Lamborghini, or a hold on a sec. Sorry about that. My mom just came in. Okay, so you guys pick what he picks. Either a bright red Lamborghini or yellow and black Camaro. You guys choose. Oh no. Um, you guys pick one of those. And that's where I'm going to leave it off. I know I just talked really fast and it was like really out of the ordinary. But I just want to do this and wait, make sure it's still recording so I don't lose this time. Now, I want to say one more thing. Deku has a couple other weapons. Well, Deku has his